Good morning, students. Welcome back to the series of the video lectures on the power quality. We are discussing our unit number 2, that is voltage sag, in which we are discussing the voltage sag mitigation techniques. So far, we have discussed CVT, constant voltage transformer, also ferro resonant transformer. Today, we shall discuss about the static transfer switch. STW for the facilities with a dual supply. One possible method of voltage sag mitigation is through the use of automatic static transfer switch. Upon detection of the voltage sag, these devices can transfer the load from the normal supply feeder to the alternative supply feeder within a half a cycle. It is possible where the facilities with a dual power supply is available. So static transfer switch will transfer the load from one feeder to the another feeder for the continuity of the supply. This will be within a half of the cycle. So this is a simple diagram for the static transfer switch. That configuration of the static transfer switch used to switch between the primary supply and backup supply in the event of the disturbance. The control would switch back to the primary supply after the normal power is restored. That is nothing but after clearance the fault. As I told you, voltage sag is nothing but it is the function of the fault clearing time. So this is a simple static transfer switch diagram. A conventional transfer switches will switch from this primary supply to the backup supply in a second. Fast transfer switch that use vacuum breaker technology are available that can transfer in about 2 electrical cycles. This can be fast enough to protect many sensitive loads from the supply interruption. Static switches uses power electronic switches to accomplish the transfer within about a quarter of an electrical cycle, 1/4 of the electrical cycle, about 0.25. So next is the voltage regulator. So this is a tap changer voltage regulator with a simple single winding. V input, second side, these are the voltage sensors and the tappings are provided. There is a on-load tap changer or even the off-load tap changer, online and offline. So what is the voltage regulators? So voltage regulators are the devices that can maintain a constant voltage, obviously within a tolerance plus minus defined range of the voltage, for voltage changes of the predetermined limits above and below the nominal value. A switching voltage regulator maintains constant output voltage by switching the taps of an auto transformer in response to the change in the system voltage. That is the input system voltage. That input system voltage may get changed due to the different faults. The electronic switch responds to a signal from the voltage sensing circuitry and switches to the tap connection necessary to maintain the output voltage to be constant. The switching is typically accomplished within half of the cycle, which is within the read-through capability of the most sensitive electronic equipment or the devices. So this is all about the voltage regulator. Let us discuss the UPS, uninterrupted power supply. See, we are discussing about the different mitigation techniques used in the voltage sag. So UPS, uninterruptible power supplies. That UPS mitigate the voltage sag by supplying the load using stored energy, that is a battery or any fuel cells. Upon detection of voltage sag, the load is transferred from the main supply to the UPS. Obviously, the capacity of the load that can be supplied is directly proportional to the amount of the energy which is stored or available. UPS system have the advantage that they can mitigate all the voltage sag, including outages for significant period of the time, depending on the size of the UPS, means battery. So these are the 3 configurations used, that online UPS, offline or the standby UPS and the hybrid UPS. So we shall discuss these three different types in the next class. Thank you for your patient listening.